Welcome to the March 2026 Nanaimo Fiddle Society Fiddle Camp. This is one of the two tunes that we're doing for our folk band class. This is a tune from Spain called Boca do Demo. And what I'm going to do is just walk you through the melody of the A part. To start with, I just want to point out to you that in this tune, this is kind of like a harmonic minor shape. So what's going to happen is you're going to have a low second finger on the A string, but you're going to have a high third finger. Okay, not all the time, but you will have a D sharp marked in a few places here. And just because that third finger is high does not make your second finger high. So this is a little bit of an uncomfortable reach for some people. But it happens right off the top in the very, very beginning of the melody. So starting down on the E on an up bow, I'm going to play. When I get to that E, I'm already getting prepared for a high third finger. Okay, so I'm going to play. Regular. Okay, so the first third finger was a high third finger, D sharp, and the next time I played it, it was in its regular home. High, normal, and then, okay, so that's the first little idea. And then the second idea is very much the same. That's the meat and potatoes of the first half of this tune, or the first section. Okay, now I'm going to go down to an F sharp, and I'm going to play. Okay, starting on F sharp. Same note. Up to a B. And now, here's our ending. I'm going to play on the E string. I'm going to get ready for a high third finger. Scale up. Okay. Then I do repeat. So that's like bar 25, which is the same as rehearsal mark 1, and it goes on. This is a written out repeat. Down to that F sharp. E string, get ready for a high 3. One, low 1, back to 1. So that D sharp in your sheet music means you can't play open D. Instead, you're going to take finger 1, you're going to slide it back toward the nut, and then slide it back up to its normal home. Make sure that you slide it when your bow has stopped so that we don't hear. Okay. That's the A part of this tune. That's rehearsal mark 1 and rehearsal mark 4. I think it comes back again, doesn't it? Yes, rehearsal mark 8. Okay, so spend some time with that part of the video. Make sure you know that section, and then we'll go on and learn the next section. Okay, Fiddle 2, Na Boca do Demo. This is rehearsal mark 2 and 3 in this section of the video. So I'm going to start on an E on the D string, and I'm going to play a little scale up and down. A. Okay, do that one more time. Ready, in. Okay, now I'm going to an F sharp, and I'm going to repeat that same pattern. I'm just going to move up by one note. Okay, so F sharp, G, A, back to F sharp, and then G, A, B, down to E. Okay, again, remember, you can always back up the video and review something if you didn't get it the first time. Okay, so now I'm going on to the next bar. Sheet music right here in a box, it says harmony. So the next notes you're playing are a harmony part for the ending. So I'm going up to a G natural, which is low second finger on the E string. I'm going to do a U-turn scale. I'm going to go up by one note and then turn around and come backwards through a scale that has a high third finger on the A string. It sounds like this. Let's do that ending again. So then I would repeat rehearsal mark 2. F sharp, back to F sharp, G, E, scale, up to a G natural on the E string. My second ending, and then I'm just going to play a scale that goes up in this rhythm. I'm in a bar of 3/4, that doesn't matter, open A, and then I play a B followed by an E. Wait and wait and wait and E. Get ready for a high 3, and then we're back at. Which is the same as rehearsal mark 1. Just a note about the changing time signatures, it doesn't really matter. Please don't worry about it. If you already understand how that works in theory, I don't need to talk to you. If that is really confusing for you, just please remember that an eighth note is always the same. A quarter note is always the same. It doesn't, the time signature just tells really the guitarists something that they need to do to help us to achieve a certain feel, but please just keep counting the same length of beats basically as you were before. A 16th note is the same speed, a quarter note rest is the same length. It's just really going to be apparent when we play with guitars or piano, how that affects the feel, but don't let it stress you out. So that is basically all of this piece with the exception of rehearsal mark 7. So rehearsal mark 7 is just this little long bows interlude, and I'm just going to play it through at pretty much at tempo because it is quite slow. So starting on E, we're going to go ready in. Repeat. Gives you an idea of how the relative speed will be. Okay, you have learned all the bits and pieces that you need for this tune. Remember, you can back the video up, use it as many times as you need to learn your notes so that you're comfortable for folk band class.